Arg! Ahoy there, matey! Welcome aboard the world of boating.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
I was just looking into buying a boat of my own.
Call World of Boating toll-free now at 1-8888-28-BOAT. That's 1-888-828-BOAT.
And welcome. This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate. Barry the boater. Mike the mariner rounding out the crew as we attempt to navigate the latest boating news and information. But before we get into all the stories for this week and looking forward to the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, we got to step back and just let Mike the mariner take the helm because, as you can see on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, X, and our video streaming, his video, closed caption video that we're sharing through the World of Boating this week is him at his marina, which we kind of talked about last week. He was waiting for the rivers to rise after Hurricane Milton, and sure enough, they did. And he is showing us all the flooding there in Central Florida, Sanford to be specific. What is the name of the lake that your marina is on there, Mike? What is it?
It's Lake Monroe, which is
Okay.
actually part of the St. Johns River.
Gotcha.
So the river flows into the east end of the lake. It's basically just a wide spot in the river.
Right.
And then it flows back out of the west end of the lake and then flows up north.
Yeah. Now he's showing his video right now of the streets along the lake or the river there at Lake Monroe, and they are all flooded out. There's some cars, but I'd say at least what you're showing us right now is about maybe a half a foot deep or more, maybe. I don't know. It looks pretty ugly there on the street.
So what I'm showing on video right now is actually Seminole Boulevard, which is the street that goes along the lake shore. And as you can, those that can see the video, the water is
Yeah, the street has become part of the lake. Is basically what has happened.
And
yeah.
the ducks are loving it. There are ducks everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Ducks are
And,
having a field day. I don't see any canoes or anybody taking advantage of it from a boating perspective there. I would imagine they're keeping the people off of it or away. I mean, I see the big orange inflatable barriers that they've installed along the roadside there to keep the street somewhat open. Actually,
The city installed these barriers, but keeping water in. Off the street, but it's actually not working very well. I don't think the river is going to come up much further, so we're not going to get the same level of historic flooding that we received 2 years ago.
Right.
With
that's good.
Hurricane Ian. I think it's about as high as it's going to get, but it certainly has already had an impact.
Right. Well,
It's about 8 to 10 inches below the top of the seawall in the marina, but the seawall along the street is a little bit lower than the seawall that's surrounding the marina. So
which explains
that's why the
why
streets are flooded.
Yeah, the street is underwater. By
Right.
like you said, I don't know. It looks like it's about a half a foot on the street. Is that what you would say it is, or maybe is it a little deeper than that? Even I don't know.
It's a little deeper than that right now.
Yeah.
Winds are really
Okay.
high, so a lot of water is being pushed in.
Right.
Right now.
Yeah.
And,
Have you been tempted to take your Craig Cat out there and just cruise along the boulevard there along the lake? Because that's probably enough depth for you to
No.
cruise, huh?
No.
No, my prop would probably.
There you go.
Would it?
hit the street.
Okay.
It's about
Yeah.
8 inches to 10 inches. Deep.
All right.
You-
All right.
You
need
have
more
to
of a-
remember that lower unit for the engine. You have to have
Yes,
space.
you need an airboat, I guess. Has anybody been cruising along the street there at the lakefront there in Lake Monroe? Have you seen any boaters doing that, or they're probably being more
They
responsible?
won't let you.
Okay,
No,
that's
they-
what I was going to say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Seminole Boulevard is closed.
they frown on that.
All-
It's for
yeah.
cars. Don't let the water tempt you. Leave your canoes at home. But yeah, okay. I mean, it looks pretty ugly, but all the boats seem to be in good shape from what you're showing us. Everything's rose up a little bit there at the marina, but they kind of planned for that. And you think the river has crested at this point, or you don't think it's going to get much worse. So everybody's, breathing a sigh of
Right.
relief at this point. You
Right. We
think?
did lose one boat. We had a boat sink.
Yeah.
Actually, right here on this dock.
Well, that was during the storm, though, right? Last week, is that the one you were mentioning
Yeah.
last week? Yeah.
Yeah, they hauled it out and it's gone now. But there were a couple of other boats that had some pretty substantial problems, but they didn't. But they were able to save them.
Yeah. Okay.
Mike, how much distance would you say you have between where the water level is right now and that walkway you're on? How much do you have left?
About 10 inches. If you look right here, you can see it's almost to the top
Almost.
of
Okay.
Yeah.
the seawall there. Yeah,
Yeah.
normally the water would be about 4 feet lower than
4
it is
feet?
right now.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how long will it take to reseed back to that 4 feet clearance figure?
Probably 6 to 8 weeks. Probably.
Oh, really? That long, huh? So hopefully we won't have
Yeah.
any other storms.
Well,
in the
exactly.
meantime. Yeah.
I've been researching a little bit. Part of the problem is that the way this water flows, and they mentioned it during the storm, is that it flows from south to north. And where it exits, it's having a problem exiting because of the king tides, which are expected between the 14th of October to the 22nd. It's slowing down the ability for these waters to drain out as they drain from other areas of Florida.
Right. Now you're showing us the paddle wheel boat, the St. John's. What's that called? Isn't that the Sunset Cruise thing they do on Lake Monroe out of
Yeah, it's
Sanford?
called the Barbara Lee.
Yeah, the Barbara Lee, right. Is that still
Right.
operating with these high water marks, or have they kind of
No,
temporarily shut
they've
down?
closed- they've shut down the river.
Yeah,
So they're doing dockside parties. But they're
gotcha.
not.
right.
And the winds are too high.
So
Out there
everybody's
right now,
everybody there at the waterfront in Sanford's just kind of hunkered down and trying to keep an eye, make sure nothing gets worse. I guess, right at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
right
kind of
now
weird.
they're-
Like,
Wow.
I honestly would have never thought that this was going to be a problem 2 weeks after the storm. I mean,
Look
you're
at- look
used
at
to
the
dealing
boat
with
ramps
this,
there.
but yeah, boat
The-
ramps
the-
are pretty
the
much
ramps,
underwater.
If
or
you
gone.
drive your car back, your car's going to go swimming.
Yeah, there are no boat
Right.
ramps available. It looks
Yeah,
like.
these are the city boat ramps right here.
Yeah.
They're completely underwater. The
Wow.
docks are
Okay.
Actually not accessible.
What does the water look like? Does it look funky at all, or any different than it normally does there in Lake Monroe? You think, from your perspective, or it just looks like it's a lot more of it? What do you
There's
think?
a lot of it.
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot of it flowing through, and I showed that a couple of, since
Yeah.
the seawall that actually protects the basin is breached right now
Yeah.
by the water. All that vegetation flows right in.
Okay.
There's
So
like
the vegetation.
half an acre of vegetation just sitting on top of the water. In the corner.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
right now.
there's stuff floating around on it. You don't know what it is.
And the
And
alligators walking around?
I wouldn't want
big
to
ones.
test it.
Yes.
Oh, you have seen them, huh?
Oh, yeah. We have a very large alligator in the marina right now that has been roaming around the docks.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not
fantastic.
uncommon.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Not
Well,
uncommon.
get the video, share it with the world. That'll go viral. You know, having a big old
Yeah.
alligator walk down the lakefront road, which is
Yeah.
that's what would happen at this time of year for sure.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
the good
and
news is you got your boat out of the marine. You had a covered slip. You got it out, and you still got plenty of space if the water were to rise a little bit more. But you don't think it will at this point, right?
Right. I think we're okay. I mean, if for those that can see video right now,
Wow.
I'm at the main marina building. There's not supposed to be any water here. This is actually the fuel dock and actually where they do the haul outs.
You
Yeah.
can't tell where the water is supposed to be and where it's not supposed to be right
Well, you know
now.
it's not supposed to be right there, according to
Well,
the video
yeah, it
we're
looks
looking
like
at.
that's a lift. It looks like a boat lift.
It's
there.
coming right up to the edge of the building there, just
Mhm.
another half a
Yeah.
foot or so. It's gonna
Oh, yeah.
swamp the building, but looks like they're dodging a bullet there if it maintains at that level. But yeah, well, that's crazy,
Hold on.
Mike. I'm glad you're okay and all the boats are okay. I mean, this is just gives you guys opportunity to extend the hurricane party for like 2 weeks after the main storm. You think, or what? Is that what they're doing this week, this weekend in Sanford? Uh-oh, we lost him a little bit. I
Oh,
think.
you know,
Yeah,
did
maybe.
it? He hit the mute. Yeah.
He hit the mute? Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll reconnect with Mike the Mariner there in Sanford and move on to other things like the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show happening in a couple weeks. That's all coming up on the World of Boating. Stay close.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network.
explorer in the other 2/3 of your world. Be the buddy who takes the kids in the aquarium instead of just to it. Be adventurous. Be amazed. Be a diver.
Traffic sucks, unless you're scuba diving with Mike Scott.
Mike glanced down at his dive computer. It showed less than 50 psi left in his tank. Probably just a few more breaths.
Or riding shotgun in a thrilling car chase.
One bullet hit the Jeep's windshield, spiderwebbing the passenger side. Mike shifted into second gear and felt the Jeep leap forward. This just got serious.
Escape your commute with audiobooks from author Eric Douglas. Download to your phone. Go to booksbyeric.com or audible.com.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why we've added Nanook protective hard cases to our list of products you can now purchase on the merchandise page at scubaradio.com. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. Underwater photographers, listen up. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook protective cases cost less than similar products currently on the market. The company has been around for over 15 years, but it's new to the U.S., so we've made a small number of Nanook cases available exclusively for you at a special introductory price on the merchandise page at scubaradio.com. Go there now and check out Nanook, the evolution of protection.
Successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Welcome aboard. I will be your captain. You'll be my scallywags. I don't know what that means, but you will be them. And here's how we play.
Thank you for your attention and welcome aboard.
Let's go.
This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate. Barry the Boater, Mike the Mariner rounding out the crew. Mike the Mariner is he's just taking a stroll through his marina there at Lake Monroe and Sanford, showing us the flooding that has taken place a couple weeks now after Hurricane Milton. And the water rose on the St. Johns, created a little bit of an issue for him and his fellow boaters in Central Florida, but looks like all in all, it could have been way worse. And I think you're pretty grateful for that, right, Mike? You think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. There's still a lot of damage. I mean,
right.
Now, the dock that is now gone. During Hurricane Ian, it was destroyed. So
right.
A lot of damage in the marina yet to be repaired. But hopefully they're on.
But other than the stuff that hadn't been repaired since the last storm from a couple years ago, all the stuff is just submerged. But once the water recedes, it should be okay, you think? Right? Is that what they're expecting? Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of damage yet to be repaired, and they are in the process of they have an engineering firm that is working on the master plan that will rehabilitate the marina. But the marina is still damaged. There really has been very few repairs from even Ian.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of engineering and design that goes into the process. All the infrastructure, a lot of damage to electrical infrastructure, water feeds to each dock.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that has to be done.
Well, I bet with all this flooding you're having right now, have they shut down all the power for the marina for people to plug into, or do you guys still have power? I mean, I don't know.
We still have power and we still have water, but if the water were to breach the seawall that's adjacent to the marina, which is actually where I'm standing, if it comes to the top of that cap, then they do have to shut the power off, which they did during Ian for about a month and a half. I didn't have power.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's just crazy how it takes so much. First of all, you got that delayed flow, which causes the flooding in that area. But then I didn't realize it'd take another 6 weeks for it to recede back to normal levels. That's just nuts. Yeah, that's a problem. Are the boaters in the marina, are they kind of upset that this has happened again, even if it's not as bad as it was a couple years ago? Or are they like, well, we knew this was coming and we got to deal with it? It's just, the way the cookie crumbles. What do you think?
Exactly. We knew it was going to happen. We looked at the forecast and we could see how much rain we were going to get. We pretty much had an idea what was going to happen with the flooding. I actually moved the boat after the storm, but before the water came up, because I knew it was going to come up. So about a week before the water actually really started to rise, I'd already moved out to an uncovered slip.
Gotcha. But you were saying, so the lake, is it shut down? You're not even allowed to take your boat out right now, or could you if you wanted to?
You can. The entire St. Johns River is a no wake zone now. So all 138 miles all the way to Jacksonville.
Okay, it's a no wake zone. So if you do go out, you just got to go at idle speed, no matter what. So you can go out, you just can't run your boat like you normally would. Barry, what do you think about this? This is kind of crazy.
Well,
huh?
I'm thinking the reason why they may have done that also is because there may be underwater obstructions.
Houses.
Well, not just houses, but things that are underneath there that you can't see right now that you normally might when the water was at its normal level.
Well, that may be, but I don't think I think it's. I mean, I've seen the video of some of the houses along the Wekiva River in Central Florida that flooded into the streets of neighborhoods.
Exactly.
And if you had a boat come through and create a wake.
Oh, and create a wake, and that's coming in and just washing
goes right
more.
into their living room, and you're like, you son of a bitch.
Well, they do that on the streets too. There are people down here because, again, we're having the problem with king tide. We have salt water actually out in the streets in Fort Lauderdale. So people will put signs up in their front yard, please slow down, no wake zone.
Is that for the cars?
For the cars, because when they go through these flooded streets, that water can splash into your house also.
Right. Okay. Have you seen this? They actually have no wake zones on the streets in South Florida.
Yeah, people have put them out there.
Do the drivers even know what the hell that means? I'm wondering if they even understand.
You know what? I don't. I think some of them know, and I think other ones speed up when they see that. Well, it's funny until it's your house that's having that water flow in.
They may not be speeding up because they want to make a splash. They're speeding up because they figure if they go faster, they can, keep the water from seeping into their vehicle. But they don't.
No. It doesn't work that way.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're, the car in front of you has created a path and you stay right on their arse, you can keep the water off your vehicle. But creating a wake zone on a city street does seem a little odd. And if you're not a boater, I'm not sure the car drivers would even know what the hell they're talking about.
They were talking about this different steps that they're taking to address the high tides and king tides.
Yeah. But is that actually a law? Like if you create a wake with your car, could you be
no,
ticketed?
I mean, you're going to get out of your car. If you're an officer, you're going to get out of your car, get yourself soaked to give a ticket. No, but the city is encouraging people to place no wake signs on roadways, or they are placing no wake signs on roadways to encourage drivers to proceed slowly through these neighborhoods. That's what they're trying to do.
Okay.
They're also asking, residents as they rebuild, like, Walt, our friend.
Yeah.
When he rebuilt his dock and his seawall is about 5 feet taller than it was originally.
Okay.
Yeah. They're asking people, as you rebuild these things, build them up higher because you're going to have this problem more often.
Sure.
And that's where the water comes in. Everyone that's along the water there, anywhere there's an opening, you're going to have water just pouring in and heading into the lowest areas.
Right. Okay. Well, I never heard of no wake zones on the city street, though. That's an interesting thing.
He's looking for the alligator now.
Oh, is that what you're showing us on YouTube, Facebook Live?
There's a manatee.
Oh, it's a manatee.
There's a manatee there? That's cool.
Yeah. Go out there and pet it and make sure it's a manatee.
Hey, you swam with the manatees, yeah.
Then you'll know, well, no, I was wrong. It's a gator. Yeah. But I see all the vegetation there that's kind of that's normally not there, or is it? Or is it just been okay, so it's all been
this is
pushed.
normally
clear.
Exactly. This is normally clear. This is the corner of the basin of the marina, and there's usually maybe just a little bit of vegetation over here in the corner, but no, there's a good half acre of vegetation.
Yeah, it's just been all pushed down the river, and then it gets caught up against the seawall there, I guess, right? Wow.
Right.
Well, get yourself a bottle of salad dressing and make something.
Okay, you could do that, I guess.
Yeah, the manatees like it. It must be good.
Do they have any no wake signs there on the lakefront street in Sanford today, Mike, or is that something exclusive to Fort Lauderdale? What do you think?
No, they actually out in Geneva, where the flooding is up into the neighborhoods, they do have signs. The residents did put up signs. Drive slowly.
Okay.
Because that water is going
into people's homes.
The front door. Exactly.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I mean, I totally get it. I just, like I said, if you're not a boater, I'm not so sure you'd even know what the hell that meant necessarily. Well, no wake zone. What do you mean no wake zone? I don't get it, but maybe that's just me. All right, more coming up on the World of Boating. Stay close.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network.
Traffic sucks, unless you're scuba diving with Mike Scott.
Mike glanced down at his dive computer. It showed less than 50 psi left in his tank. Probably just a few more breaths.
Or riding shotgun in a thrilling car chase.
One bullet hit the Jeep's windshield, spiderwebbing the passenger side. Mike shifted into second gear and felt the Jeep leap forward. This just got serious.
Escape your commute with audiobooks from author Eric Douglas. Download to your phone. Go to booksbyeric.com or audible.com.
Do you have a message or product you need to share with the boating world? Well, look no further than the World of Boating radio show. Just like you, thousands of boating enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to worldofboating.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Look! Here comes a boat! Really? Oh, it's about time!
On this boat, we'll sail away tonight. And on this boat, confess that you were right.
This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate. Barry the boater. Mike the mariner rounding out the crew. Okay, so if flooding at your marina is not spooky enough, I mean, we are just coming up on Halloween here in a couple weeks, as well as the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. They kind of coincide almost every year, but it's smack dab in the middle. Like kicks off the boat show on Halloween this year, isn't it? Isn't that Thursday?
But they always coordinate somehow that it's the boat show for Fort Lauderdale during Halloween, because you'll see the big, large bowls of candy sitting out.
Yes, that's all that Barry cares about.
That's all I care about, is going to each one, and I will rate each booth on the type of candy they have.
Right. And, being it's on Halloween for the first day, I do wonder if people are going to dress up. Are you going to go? What are you going to?
No. Well, wait.
What?
What day? I forget what day Halloween is. Is it Thursday or is it Wednesday?
I think it's Thursday, if I remember
Hold on
correctly.
a second. The first day for the boat show is Wednesday.
Oh, is it? I thought it was Thursday. Yeah. Okay,
no,
maybe. Okay, so it's day 2?
Yeah,
right.
That's day 2. Wednesday, the 30th, is sort of like a half day.
Yeah.
They call it a media day, or, a VIP day.
Right.
For people that really want to, buy a boat.
Mm-hmm.
But Thursday is Halloween, and that's also the day that I will be there.
Fair enough. All right, so you're going to go on Wednesday, and then
Wednesday and
Thursday. Yeah, you're gonna. But what will you dress up as? A boater?
I'm going to wear a World of Boating hat.
Okay. Well, that's
and that's scary enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And I mean, are you gonna Maybe you ought to do something a little bit more surprising. You could wear your red watch cap.
My red watch
Jacques
cap.
Cousteau.
Hey, it's become popular. I'm seeing more and more people wear these things.
Well,
so
you're a trendsetter, right?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I am not an influencer.
We
in
have
any way.
had many comments over the last year or two that when it comes to Barry the Boater, they have been requesting you wear as many clothes as possible.
There you go.
Cover
So,
up.
Yeah,
Therefore,
cover up
it's
as
like,
much as I
can you get a brown paper bag or anything for him?
No, they don't have paper anymore. It's just plastic. And you know what they say about plastic bags. Don't put that over your head.
I think we just got another text.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Plastic bag. That's,
Hey.
I vote for that, he says.
Normally in Florida, there would be Halloween boat parades. However, I did a little research. Yes, Tampa always has Halloween boat parades, but this year, with everything that's happened, I haven't seen anything out there yet that says Tampa's having a Halloween boat parade. I may be wrong, but I did some.
So that's what they do.
research
They
on it.
dress up their boats and make them into spooky pirate ships or ghost ships or something and have a parade. That's a thing.
They do that with Gasparilla every year. They all the pirates come in and attack.
Yeah,
in Tampa.
but that's not a Halloween thing, is it?
No, it's just pirates.
It's a pirate thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, you can be a pirate any time of the year, but for Halloween, if you want to do something special, you would just make your boat just spooky looking, wouldn't you? Put up cobwebs, so just like you dress up your house, dress up your boat.
I don't know how well cobwebs are going to work on a boat because, if you're having a boat parade, the people are at the shore. They're not really going to see cobwebs, but they could see you dressed up.
Well, okay.
So Freedom Boat Club actually is participating in a few Halloween boat parades. Now, one of them has already come and gone, and that was on a Saturday, October 5th in Salem, Massachusetts, so we don't have to talk about that.
Wait, what'd they do? Burn witches?
No, they just had a boat parade.
Salem.
It doesn't say much other than, have all these boats, go down in there and parade and make them look spooky and scary.
Right.
So,
but they have, they're known for their witches, Barry, in Salem.
do you know there's a Salem just about everywhere in this country? There's more than one.
Yeah, but they all have witches. They're all over.
Oh, okay.
Especially this time of year.
All right. Marina Del Rey in California, Saturday, October 26th, is going to have a boat parade.
Okay.
And again, the Channel Islands also in California is going to have a boat parade that same day. And then they're going to have, now this one's pretty cool. This is in San Antonio Riverwalk, Texas. They call it the Day of the Dead River Parade.
Aha. Okay. That's that's a Spanish thing kind of thing. For
Mexico, Mexican thing. The Day of the Dead, they honor the people that have gone to the next world.
Mm-hmm. Very colorful
parade. Yes, it is.
Yes. Here's a tip for you. Okay, so you can dress up your boat however you see fit. Just like just take a Halloween theme with lights, orange and black, and maybe you do cobwebs. Maybe if you want to go even crazier, have everybody, the crew has to dress up as mummies or something like this. But this was an idea that actually came out on our Just Plain Radio show this week that I bet you'll like, Barry. Yeah. And you could do this from your boat. If you want to win best, like haunted or ghost ship of the boat parade for Halloween, here's what you do. You get a couple drones and you run a fishing line from the bottom of the drone with a little ball and a white sheet above it like a ghost, and you fly the drones around like ghosts around your boat.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
That's a great idea. That's what I just said.
Yeah. But you can also just, if you had a sailboat, then you could just tie these ghosts from your mast and let them float out there with fishing line. They would never be able to see
that's
the
right.
line.
If you had enough breeze going, for sure. That's a possibility.
And right now, we have an amazing breeze. Yeah,
it holds
this week
up
it's
through Halloween or whatever. Yeah, that might be a way to go too. But the drone thing, I was like, oh my gosh, that would be awesome. And I said, if you had the ghost hanging from the drone, like 20 feet or so, and they go, oh, wait, that's way too long. You're going to create problems if they could fly all over. And I'm like, what can happen? Okay, maybe on land, but if you're over the water and you program the drone to just have two or three of them just circle above your boat around the boat. They can do that. You can program them to just circle around you and that kind of thing, and have them up high enough where you don't really hear it. That's the trick. You got to get one of those drones that doesn't make a lot of noise.
A stealth drone?
Yeah. And then you just see these white ghosts, flying around.
Floating around.
Maybe even have a witch in there, flying a witch. I don't know.
You can make scary noises from loudspeakers that would hide the sound of the drones. There you go.
Exactly.
Now, they could do that for the Fort Lauderdale Boat Parade, which we have every year around Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But all you do is you get one, like a light bulb or some kind of battery-operated round bulb, throw a fishing line to it, put it over a short sheet, and be careful how you say that, Barry, short sheet.
Okay.
And then you fly it around under a drone.
How about if you were to take reindeer and attach a fishing line to a
You're
small
jumping
reindeer?
to holidays. Let's just focus on the immediate one in front of us.
The whole thing is that there's no boat parades down here at this moment.
Well, it doesn't have to be a parade.
Could it be a boat parade of one?
Yeah. Well, have a Halloween party next week, a couple weeks from now or next weekend or even this weekend, tonight. There's an idea. Dress your boat up for Halloween. Have some of your fellow boaters over or just friends and just entertain them
If
for the holiday.
the boat's out in the driveway, that's fine. Right now, there are 6 to 11 foot seas in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, do it in your driveway.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about using your boat as a Halloween decoration. I mean, you've got yours in the garage right now. Why don't you dress it up for Halloween, pull it out in the driveway, and
just drive around with it.
Throw candy at the kids when they're walking down the sidewalk in front of your house. But they'll go, "Wow, look, Ma, a pirate ship."
I could load up the cannon with candy and just shoot it at them.
I bet you never thought you could use your boat like that until
I did not.
Well,
not
see?
until you sold it.
That's why we're here, is to remind our passengers sometimes that there's things you can do with your boat you didn't think were possible until we brought it up. And then you're like, "Oh, I'd never do that. That's stupid." But Barry would do it. And then, wouldn't you?
Sure.
Okay, see?
Yeah.
So do it, videotape it, and share it with us next week. Okay, Barry?
Okay.
You have your mission if you choose to accept it. And you
If
already
I
did.
choose.
You already did.
Yeah.
You just said so.
No.
Yeah. That's a
I'll
legally
erase that
binding
tape.
contract. More coming up.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network. You have successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
What you doing in my waters?
Just taking the air, not fishing.
Well, then how come this hook's in my head, fool?
I wanna go fishing.
This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate. That is me, along with Barry, the boater. We lost Mike the mariner, because what happened, Barry, with Mike?
Well, damage in Sanford. Beep, 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 beep. This is the news break. His dock that he currently had his boat on has been damaged, and he was sent a text that you need to move your boat now.
Oh, okay.
So he went running back to his boat.
Interesting. All right. Well, we'll get an update next week and see how that goes. Hopefully it was fine. But we wish the best for Mike the mariner dealing with that flooding in Central Florida where he has his vessel. Now, next week also, I'll be hopefully reporting back from a successful visit to the Bahamas. I'm going over there for a few days at the beginning of the week, and I don't think I'm going to be doing much boating because even though the weather looks perfect, it looks really, really nice. It's a little too windy, and the seas are projected to be, 4s and anything over a 3. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to be the chunkster in the Bahamas.
Another World of Boating news break in. Beep 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 beep. Hurricane Oscar is formed. Just south of the Bahamas.
Yes, but not a factor for me, so I could care less.
It should not be a factor. By Sunday, some of the winds may be over some of the islands out there, but Bimini is so close.
Who cares about that?
Nobody cares.
Right, they don't. I really don't. I don't care because it's going to be far south of me.
Nobody cares.
No, it's not. it's going to head northwest and then make a hard right turn.
Really?
So you may get some waves out there. But you said yourself. I care.
You care. Why do you care?
I
'Cause
just
you're not
want to see
going.
how. No, I want to see how green you would be on that boat.
Yeah.
I know you.
Well, yeah, I know you do, and I think the thing is that Barry he wants my Bahamas visit to be terrible, so
No.
I don't come back and come back and say suck it, loser.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
But sorry, that's going to happen. Well, because
whether or not
whether
you're
or
stuck
not
in a
the
hotel
season-
or not, yeah.
I'm not going to be stuck in a hotel. Actually, the weather looks perfect temperature wise. Not much rain in the forecast and stuff where we're going to be in Bimini.
Right.
But the winds are up. And and that, I was hoping to do some diving over there. And we may do a special thing.
For you.
Actually, they have and I think you know about this. They got a floating 2-person cage right there at the marina.
Yeah,
Where
you told me about for the
jump-
bull sharks, right?
We're going to jump right off the dock into this cage and hopefully dive with some big old bull sharks that they got there in the Bahamas. So I got that at least, but it looks like any big boating adventures in Bimini are not to be had. I was really hoping to go over there and snorkel with the wild dolphins.
But
Barry.
nobody cares.
What are you talking about? Everyone cares about that. That's magical.
Nobody
thing.
cares. I like that.
Sorry, that's not. That's that you did. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. So anyhow,
Okay.
you're going to head over there, and while
Yeah.
you're doing that, I'm going to be enjoying myself at the boat show. You really need to come on Wednesday.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, I'll be back before the boat show. That's a week later. So I'm going to the Bahamas this coming week. Then the following week is the boat show.
Yeah, so just
I might come down. I haven't
wash your clothes and then turn around and come back.
Yeah, well, it's possible. I mean, I got to see what I get on the radar and stuff. But yeah, I mean, the boat show's shaping up to be pretty good this year. I think. I mean,
Well,
as
it
long as they
should
have
be
good
nice,
weather, hopefully it'll be quite nice. And Barry will be on a mission to score as much Halloween candy as he possibly
I'm
can.
going to bring a big empty backpack with me.
Well, I'm surprised that you say you're going to go Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday being Halloween, you're not going to go Friday.
No, I have some other stuff. I have
See,
to take care of.
Friday's the day you want to go because that'll be the day after Halloween, and all the vendors are going to bring all the extra crap that they didn't give away all the kiddies in their neighborhood and throw it
No,
out
the
there at the
vendors
boat
are going
show.
to bring it on Thursday is Halloween Day.
Well, maybe, but
No,
the day
trust me,
after,
it'll be there.
they'll have all the
Yeah.
leftovers.
Yeah, the leftovers are going to be ones no one ever wants to eat. Those are the
like
candies
the
with
apples with the razor blades in them. And all
Yeah,
that
you
kind of
know,
stuff.
the ones that come over from Far East.
Okay, I don't even know what that. What do you mean? What, like dates or something? What,
Yeah, dates.
What kind of
dates. They're
crap are
gonna-
you getting?
Yeah, they're
for
gonna-
Halloween?
Tomatoes.
Okay, all right, Barry. I think it has something to do with the costume you're wearing. You might want to change your costume, or better yet, you don't walk around as a middle-aged man trying to trick or treat.
No, I'm not going to.
That's because
You just
I'm guessing that's why you're getting all this lame candy. That's what it sounds like to me, Barry. But
No.
maybe that's just me. But
It-
are you on a
it-
mission though for the boat show yourself?
nothing in particular. I do want to spend more time in the electronics area.
Yeah.
And just inside the building there. I would like to get over to where the big yachts are, but we'll see how the transportation is. They're usually really good.
Right.
At Fort Lauderdale. They have all these buses all set up, but it just
Take one of the water taxis from one location to the other.
that's I like to time it and see which way is faster. You would think the buses would be faster, but it's not always like that.
Right.
Because when you take the water taxi, it's actually a long route. You're going by all these mansions and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's much more relaxing. That's for sure.
yeah.
And it's kind of
if you're not in a rush, that's why this boat show is really at least 3 days. If you want to enjoy it and not be rushed, you need at least 3 days.
right. But what's in the electronics area that
I just
you have
want to
your eye
see
on?
what's new and coming up. Nothing
Yeah.
in particular for me to purchase, other than to see what's new out there.
But you'll know it
what's
when
gonna
you
be.
see it. Sounds
Oh,
like,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a gadget guy.
Yep.
Just like all the latest electronics and stuff like that.
All
sure.
the latest toys, and see where the technology is going.
Right. Right. Well, it'll be interesting to see. Overall, our buddy Rusty is going to be down there.
Yeah,
I think
he's
the
gonna
whole
be
crew is going to be down at the boat show this year. I'm right now just a little bit on the fence because I got some other things that are adjacent to it for our other shows that might create a conflict that I may not be able to get out of.
We are always the orphans show with you.
Well, you can cover the base. You're more than
I
capable.
am.
You're Barry the Boater. You're on a mission to
boater.
get all the candy.
Yeah, that's right.
You should look at it like, hey, if Craig doesn't go, that's less competition for, like Reese cups or something.
No, I know what you like, so.
You do? What
yeah,
kind of,
you like that big chocolate fudgy brownie ice cream thing that they have at Flanagan's. You order that every time you go to eat there.
They're not going to put that in anybody's Halloween bucket. That's
no,
not
but I know that's going to be on your menu item.
Well, that's food. I'm talking about candy, Halloween candy. What's your favorite Halloween candy that you hope to score at the boat show?
Probably Snicker bars.
Snickers? That's your thing? Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
They're
like
healthy.
I like the York peppermint patty.
Oh, those are good too.
Yeah.
You eat one of those and then drink some ice water.
Why?
Oh, you'll get a real kick out of that. Try it if you've never done it.
Well, what? You can't leave it at that.
It just increases the power of the mint.
It makes it more minty if you drink a water after eating
ice
York
water.
peppermint.
Ice water, yes.
So it has to be cold.
Yes, has to be cold.
And it's just supposed to enhance the mint flavoring of the York peppermint patty.
It will. It'll enhance it. Try
and this
it.
is based on science or just some crap you made up?
No, just something that I did one day, and I go, whoa.
Huh. Whoa.
Yeah.
All right. And
it does.
you eat the peppermint patty. You don't put it anywhere weird or anything.
No.
Okay.
I don't do anything you do.
Quiet. Okay. Well, anyway, now you know our favorite candy. You found out something about the World of Boating crew. You probably wish you didn't know, but
correct.
We can't take it back, and we apologized in advance. On that note, we're going to wrap it up for this week. Till next time, remember there is, it's whether it's sail or motor.
Life is better as a boater.
Safe boating, everyone.
Barnacle-bitten swab.
World of Boating is brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
World of Boating is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Computer standing by.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past shows worldwide over the internet at worldofboating.com.
Computers can do that?
So tell a friend and come aboard every week for the World of Boating.
This is so great. I can't wait. I'm getting goosebumps. Feel me. Feel me.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
TTFN, ta-ta for now.
The opinions you just heard on the World of Boating are those of the hosts, callers, and guests. They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
What are you being such a weenie for?
While on the water, your safety and the safety of many others depends on you. So boat smart and operate your vessel only after receiving the proper training and instruction for your area.
There is a fine line between genius and madness.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at worldofboating.com.